One of the important traits you'll usually find in essays is the occasion, which can sometimes be split into the ostensible and the real, or the narrative and the meditative. I'll explain what I mean a bit. Lots of essays are primarily explorations of ideas. They sometimes forefront an experience, but not always. Sometimes the stories that spark essays are not themselves dramatic enough to warrant much attention, and sometimes they are. But most essays, nevertheless, will offer to readers some reason why the author is writing about such and such subject now. In the case of On the Pleasure of Hating, it's a spider crawling across the floor as Hazlitt writes. Not much else happens, but he gets to thinking about how he hates spiders and by extension and association, how he hates other things, and how humans hate more than we like to admit, etc. It's a great essay with not much narrative happening. So the ostensible or narrative occasion is, there is a spider crawling along the matted floor of the room where I sit. But that's not quite the meditative occasion, which may be discovered more thoroughly as we read the entire essay. It has something to do with Hazlitt's natural disposition, something to do with the essay's characteristic as subversive of unexamined thought, something to do with past events in Hazlitt's life. And this model is replayed over and over again in essays through the ages. Writer is inspired to write, writer writes, writer tells us why he's writing. Alexander Smith says, "The essayist gives you his thoughts and lets you know in addition how he came by them." I happen to love this aspect of essays, and I think it's one of the central features that set an essay off from a short story.